Hello, my name is Dr. Christopher Nagy, and I'm the Superintendent of Schools for the Burlington County Institute of Technology and Burlington County Special Services School District. The subject of today's Leadership Spark is teamwork. This past summer, the world was mesmerized by the story of 12 Thailand students and their soccer coach who were caught in a flood-prone cave for 17 nights without provisions and at the precipice of death. Ranging from age 11 to age 16, the students and their coach leveraged their personal experiences, hope, and positive attitude while keeping each other warm, meditating together to keep body temperature low while conserving energy, and sipping water from dripping stalactite formations along the side of the cave, and also provided English interpretation for the rescued Navy SEALs from the United Kingdom. Working together, no lives were lost and valuable lessons were learned, such as resiliency, patience, and the value of relying upon one another to survive. LA Galaxy soccer star Zlatan Ibrahimovic said it best about these students when on Ellen DeGeneres' show with these students during their first TV interview. He said, "These kids and this team are braver than me, and they show the collective teamwork and patience and belief in each other. In fact, this is probably the best team in the world." A deeper coverage of this heroic story may be found in ABC's News Chief National Correspondent Matt Gutman, who just released his publication entitled The Boys in the Cave. Teams define leaders, as do results. Creating a unified, productive, and cohesive team is a real art form. There are also dysfunctions in teams which produce imbalance, poor results, and even disharmony. John Maxwell, author of 17 Essential Qualities of a Team Player, Becoming the Kind of Person Every Team Wants, recently wrote an article entitled Leading in Polarized Times. His point was that all over the world, we are now defined largely by what separates us. This makes it very challenging for leaders to navigate. According to Maxwell, there are 5 practices that leaders must practice so as to ultimately bring people together. They are clarity, connection, compassion, candor, and courage. There's a reason why leaders are where they are. They get the hard stuff no one else wants. Further, leaders do not run away from the tough calls, but rather they run toward them with clarity, connection, compassion, candor, and courage. In the 1936 Olympics held in Berlin, 9 working-class boys from the University of Washington shocked the world when their rowing team won the gold against Germany in front of dictator Adolf Hitler. Captured in the book The Boys in the Boat by Daniel James Brown, the author captured how the team defied all odds to win. They learned that when they thought of themselves and only their special abilities, they did not perform well as a team. But when each rower relied upon each other's strengths and worked in unison, their performance was unmatched, for they glided over the water and passed their opponents. Which leads me to the leadership lessons from geese. Believe it or not, executive leadership coach Joel Garfinkel referred to one of his trainings to geese who have a strong sense of family and group loyalty. I would like to refer to one of those 5 lessons as applied to teamwork. The first refers to the fact that while geese are in a V formation, while each goose flaps its wings, it creates an uplift for the birds that follow. By following in a V formation, the whole flock had 71% greater flying range than if each bird flew alone. The lesson? People who share a common direction and sense of community can get where they are going quicker and easier because they are traveling on the thrust of one another. That is what separates healthy functioning and productive teams from dysfunctional ones. Some questions to consider. Are leaders born or made? Think of the 2 scenarios, the soccer coach and 12 players, or the University of Washington's rowing team. Sometimes situations define leaders. How do you define leadership? Is teamwork part of that definition? And last, think about very successful examples of teamwork, whether in sports, business, or educational institutions. What characteristics make them successful? And were they able to sustain that teamwork? If not, why not?